It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
They run. It's the rookie from UCLA. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, Stroud. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
All right.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
All right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Patriots and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw it on 1st down. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now a give on the counter. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Second and 10 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. A tight end in motion now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. Able to hit Mason, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. 4th down's going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board. And all set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
From the gun, Stroud. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Collins there to grab it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Stroud from the pistol. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans face a 4-point deficit. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The New England offense running out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Harris on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. Mason there to haul it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a man, right side. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd.
Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
One of the tight ends motioning right. They go play action on first. Touchdown, New England! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Looks like we have a player hurt on that one. We'll get a pause here, and the training staff out to look at C.J. Stroud.
Ready.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Set. Ready.
First throw for the backup now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans reduce the lead to just 4. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Patriots headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Let's go.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Picked up at the 38. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Howell out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Wow, the start he is on. This is going to be a heck of a performance if he and his quarterback can keep this pace up today, Brock.
And by starting so strong, he's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to start dictating coverage to him, and it's going to open up his boys.
Throwing on 3rd, Howell. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Howell from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with only a yard to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off, and they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, Howell. Finding Collins. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Let's go.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Okay, ready.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Howell. Throwing deep for the end zone. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Joey Sly out for the Patriots field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. It's halftime here in Houston. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense returning. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give now to the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Defense showing blitz. Howell. Completed to Collins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
To the air on first down. Howell throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, he put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Howell to throw. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Let's go now.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Another carry for him. Space to the left. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll try and punch it in. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, absolutely 2 things couldn't happen there. A turnover and losing yardage to set up an even tougher now third and goal. Now the options, well, they're a little bit more limited. I'll tell you this. You better protect that ball and yardage at all cost.
Ready?
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Howell. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here's New England ready once again on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Go.
Throwing now off play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun here. Able to hit Mason, complete. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hand off to the back. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds his target, Mason. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a New England first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Firing one deep for the end. Big gain downfield. And he has the New England touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning,
offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
that's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Now throwing on third down. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Plowing up the middle. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. Scooped up by the Patriots. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going ground here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw it. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. There's the handoff. And this one doesn't go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Ball out of the shotgun. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Looking to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead up to 12. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Patriots need to score quickly. 2nd and 3 now. From the 37. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the 1st.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready up.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready for their next series. Let out up. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick six. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Mason there to haul it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Got to hurry this to the line. 2nd and 1. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. 2nd and 3 now. From the 29. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They'll send their tight end right. Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So it's a win for the Texans. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.